Hey everyone, Drew Goldfarb from DGPicks.com. Let's take a look at this matchup in the Sunshine State. The Sunshine State Showdown, the Florida Panthers, the Atlantic Division champions, taking on the Tampa Bay Lightning, one of the wildcard teams from the Eastern Conference. Now, these teams played 3 times during the regular season, which for being division foes is actually less than you would expect. The Florida Panthers went 2-1 in this season's series. The road team, interestingly enough, went 3-0 during the regular season, with Florida winning in Tampa twice and the Bolts getting their 1 win in Sunrise, Florida in Broward County against the Cats. Now, the odds on this matchup, Florida minus 184, Tampa plus 152. So the odds are saying that the Panthers are, obviously, as you would expect, a favorite to win this series. They are the reigning Eastern Conference champions, and they did have a very, very good regular season. The Panthers, 11th best offense in the NHL this season, which feels a bit low compared with what they had done in the last couple of years as far as their productivity. Again, if you go back 2 seasons, the Panthers were in a lot of games where the totals line was actually set to 7.5 goals because they were just that good offensively. Defensively, though, they are the best team in the Eastern Conference and actually in the NHL this season, allowing just 2.4 goals per game this season. The Winnipeg Jets, Los Angeles Kings were right in that mix, entering their game 82 to close out the year. Tampa, not really in the same spot, at least defensively. They have the worst goals against rate in the NHL of any playoff team this season and 23rd best in the entire league. And when you're talking about offensive, they were good. 5th best in the NHL. That is how they punched their ticket to the Stanley Cup final, or the Stanley Cup playoffs, I should say. And we do know that they are capable of stopping pucks with Andrei Vasilevsky in net, but they haven't been able to do it, at least not at the pace that we would expect with their goaltending, with who it is in net for the Bolts all year. Now, interestingly, Money Puck will actually tell you that the Lightning have the value to win this series. They are given about 40% odds by Money Puck to win round 1 and advance, whereas you can get them at plus 152 odds at FanDuel. And when you're comparing implied odds versus the Money Puck odds, that gives you a little bit of plus EV on the Lightning side of things. The Panthers, if you want to find some value, take them to win in less than 7 games, plus 116 if you take them minus a game and a half in the series wager on FanDuel, minus 184 just to win the series. That doesn't really interest me quite as much. I feel like there's going to be better game-to-game bets to win with your money if you're going to take Florida at minus 184. Not the worst odds, for sure, value-wise, of any team in the postseason. Minus 184 is much better than Carolina at minus 345, even though, as I talked about, those odds on the Canes actually have plus EV built in. But minus 184 just doesn't really excite me as much. Plus 116 to win in fewer than 7 games is the way I would go on the Florida side. If you like that breakdown, you want to see more, I have breakdowns for all 8 first-round series of the 2024 NHL Stanley Cup Playoffs live right now at DGPicks.com. Also available at Patreon.com/Drew Goldfarb. You could see those picks for free because you get a free 7-day trial. So make sure you sign up at DGPicks.com or Patreon.com/Drew Goldfarb, where I've got betting picks, tips, and analysis, and more going live throughout the week on the NHL, Major League Baseball, and more. So begin your free 7-day trial today.